Okay, welcome to the Karen Mitches podcast. Today I have Vanessa Prevost.
Prevost. Yeah, no one says it right. Literally no one says it right, and I never corrected. This was like a big moment for me, correcting someone.
We're learning. Vanessa Prevost.
Yeah, you just pretend there's like no ST.
Which actually now sounds like a familiar name.
Yeah, it's just, it looks dumb. It just looks wrong.
Is it French?
Yes. Yeah, it's a French last name. But like the bus, you know, if you ever see those big tour buses, they say Prevost in the back.
Ah.
Yeah. I don't know if we're related to them.
The famous bus people.
The famous buses.
There could be some big money in that.
For sure, whoever runs that company is like very rich, which is like not my family.
You're from the prairies, right?
Yeah, I'm from Saskatchewan.
Okay. Is that the coolest prairie province?
To everyone else in the world, no. To me, yeah. I love it. It's like it's a little more subtle than Alberta. You can see more sky. It's a lot, in my opinion, a lot more hardworking. And then like Manitoba is just a tough time. Like you just have a tough time in Manitoba.
Manitoba is a cool place to be from because you have like bragging rights.
Yeah. It's like everyone I know from Winnipeg are like the best people I know. But then at the same time, I look around and go, it's just a bigger Regina. Like I can't say anything too bad about it because it's Regina with a human rights museum and more people. Like that's all it is. And an NHL team.
That's actually like a big flex.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, you got us there, guys. You know what?
So last year, my sister and her husband and I went to Grasslands National Park.
Oh.
It was my first time in Saskatchewan.
Oh my gosh.
And I never thought of like any reason to go there. And then
that's not me.
So yeah, I never thought of like going to Saskatchewan because usually people drive through it and I'm like, I don't drive for hours. But then they were like dark sky preserve and I'm like, wait, what? That sounds magical.
Yeah, you can see the stars. It's nice.
Yeah, we went on a new moon, which is no moon, and it was crazy. Like,
yeah,
even the sky there before it was nighttime was crazy.
Yeah.
And like when we were driving there, we would see like thunderstorms forming in the distance. Like it's a trippy fucking place.
Yeah, it is. Like I have a lot of friends who've like visited me there over the years who say it's like they're like it's actually kind of scary like living with that much sky.
Yeah.
Which like I love it, like, but I'm from there, so that's all I'm used to. So I come like to Toronto or I go to the mountains and I get very claustrophobic. But no, people don't realize how much red a sunset is in a sunset. You know, people don't realize like how far lightning goes in a thunderstorm. Like people don't realize how many stars you can actually see. Like those are all things that I guess it's minute to like everyday life, but it's like those are the things that I love the most that I miss for sure.
No, I would definitely say like more people should go there. Just like it's different than anything you've seen. I feel like it doesn't get the right like branding.
No. Well, because like, when people say, should I go to Saskatchewan? The first thing I ask them is, I go, do you like the outdoors? And if they say no, I go, you don't need to go there. And if they say yes, then I go, absolutely. You don't have to go to the city. It's like, go like camping. Like you'll have a great time. Go camping. Go like kayaking, you know, fishing, all that. That, great.
Yeah.
But the cities, you'll never, if you're from a bigger city, you're not going to be like so sick I'm in Regina. Like so fun. So cool.
I guess, I don't know. I feel like a lot of Canada is for people who like outside.
You know what? That's true. Because we don't have a lot of like, sorry, Canada, sorry. But like, we don't have a lot of like beautiful cities that have, and we don't have a lot of cities, I find at least, that have this like really specific, like, what am I trying to say? Like identity, right? It feels like every city's trying to do a lot and nothing at the same time.
Yeah. But I also think like a lot of American cities have an identity because they have like TV shows and movies that have branded them and nobody, like it's like Canadian history is considered more boring because you haven't seen all these shows and movies that talk about like our rebellions and our wars and shit. So it sounds like it. You think of it with school.
Yeah. Oh, I guess that's true. It's like, yeah, the histories is just like, and then we settled here, and then we kicked all the people out there.
It's a very violent history. Like, we could have a lot of bloody movies.
Oh my gosh, yeah, all of our Canadian cities would be a lot more accurate, where the identity is like, we killed a lot of people.
A lot of mass graves there.
Yeah, a lot of mass graves there, a lot of mass graves there. There, the mass grave. Bones over there. Yeah, yeah. Hell yeah, Canada. Love ya.
Sorry, so you're from Saskatchewan, but which city?
Regina.
Yeah. And then did you ever live anywhere else in Saskatchewan?
So, like, I traveled a lot. I have a lot of family from all over, but I was, like, born and bred Regina through and through till I moved here.
Okay.
Like, my mom's from, like, Prince Albert, which I know the name is crazy. Because it's what you call the penis piercing. That's Prince Albert.
Okay. I'm behind on my genital piercing slang.
Oh my gosh, it's 2026, Karen. You gotta know. No, so my mom's from PA. It's like a really, really rough city. It's more north. It's where all the jails are. There's like 2 federal jails, 2 provincial jails. I think there's a women's prison there. Like, right. Rough city. I love it. Really great. I don't know if it actually still exists, but really great casual fine dining restaurant. Amy's on 2nd. Shout out. Great heritage museum. It's like 3-story tall. And then my dad's from Saskatchewan. So I have family like literally all over. And then I also had a marketing job that took me to every town basically in Saskatchewan.
What were you marketing?
So Saskatchewan's like super socialist in the way that like everything's a crown corp, like everything's under the government. So power's under the government, water's under the government, car insurance is under the government, subsect of phones and stuff is under the government's Hastel. So I worked for a marketing company that mostly the crown corps would hire. And then, so specifically, I was traveling all over Saskatchewan for Sask Power to mostly, the big one was tell farmers to stop hitting power lines. They're like, please stop hitting power lines with your machines in your field. And they're like, but you keep putting power lines in our field. And we're like, yep.
Yes. And you need to account for them.
And can you not hit them? Can you not hit them? Here's a hat. Want to take a photo?
Shit. It's funny, like, I was in Iceland and they had a big issue with like people running over sheep because they have so many sheep that like walk onto the roads. So it was like if you hit one, it's like €500. But they could be around any corner. So it's just like, yeah, you better drive slower.
Oh my God. And it's Iceland, so it's snowy and sheep are white. Oh, you can't see them.
And it's like mountainous. So even if you're not on them, you can't always see what's in front of you.
Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Heads. 500.
And like, I think
but it's like damage to your car.
Yeah, your car's broken. You feel like an asshole. You have to watch it die.
And then you have to pay someone. That's. Oh my God. Oh no. At least you get some wool out of it, you know. You're like, oh, here's my next sweater.
Well, yeah. I guess if you pay for it, do you get to take it?
Yeah.
Home?
Do I get to keep the sheep at least?
You break it.
It's like a rich people. Like it's when people get a parking ticket and it's really just like parking for rich people.
Oh.
It's like sheep. It's like it's wool for rich people. Like I can afford it. I need some. I want lamb chops tonight.
So then, were you young when you left Saskatchewan?
No, I moved here 2024, so like October 2024, okay. So almost a year and a half.
And you just got here.
I just got here. And it's been cool. It's been great. I've gotten a lot of notes from people that are like, it feels like you've always been here. And I go, I don't know what that means. Yeah. I think it's a compliment, but I'm worried that they're like,
yeah, it probably means like you feel like a real friend.
Yeah, I guess. Or like that I fit in, that's nice because I really...
I still feel like an odd outsider that we don't trust.
Well, there's just like never been a point where someone has like assumed I'm from Toronto. Like it's never the assumption by any means at any time. People go, oh, where are you originally from? And I go, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, Saskatchewan. And they go, well, I can hear it in how you say it.
I feel like I can feel it a lot in certain guys in the comedy scene that they're from Toronto, because it's like, you don't seem like someone who would go very far.
Like, you would travel very far?
Like, you wouldn't leave your hometown.
Oh, I thought you meant, like, career-wise. Like, you seem like you're done. Oh.
I guess I think of it like they almost seem like they're from a smaller town, but then when you find out they're from Toronto, it makes sense because you're like, yeah, you're not the guy who would have left his town.
That's true. Like, there is an air about people who would, like, you don't know how to drive and you'll never learn. Like, there's just certain, like, and it's fine. It's like, honestly, you don't need to in this city. But people do have that specific vibe sometimes where you're like, oh, there's just like certain skills that you never want to learn and you don't care to. Like, it's just, it's fine for you.
Do you feel like as you get older that there's like, you've gotten to a point where you're like less open to new stuff?
In certain ways, yes. But like also I used to be like such a yes person that I would be at like the 5th after party of a night with people that scare me, and I'm still saying yes because I'm like, why not? You know? So there's like definitely like like I have a lot more self-preservation than I used to. But then at the same time, if someone's like, do you want to try this like new thing? Like if someone was like, do you want to learn how to what's something I haven't done?
Knife throw? Or axe throw?
I've axe thrown. But yeah, if you want to learn how to throw knives, I'd be like, yeah. First I'd be like, how much? Because like rent needs to be paid. Yeah. But like other than that, I'd be like, yeah, hell yeah.
That's fun.
Because it's like, why not? What else am I doing?
Do you feel like when you're doing comedy, you get dragged into like stuff after?
Like after party stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm so bad for just like the moment I have 2 beers, I say yes to everything. Like it's bad. I'm better about it now. Like there's just some times where I'm like, I don't need to go to drum. It's the middle of January and I'm tired. Yeah. And I'm wearing sweatpants. Like there doesn't need to be, this doesn't need to be a thing. But definitely right when I moved here, I saw a lot of backdoor spaces. And I'd be walking home at 8 a.m. past the joggers and I'm like, this is the life I'm living, I guess, right now.
Oh, shit.
It just didn't happen even back home, so I was like, why not? Let's try it. Let's do it.
It's funny because I was like 8 years sober when I started comedy, so I feel like I'm older than other people and I have a kind of like detached attitude. So it's like I go and I really just do comedy and go home. But but then I'm like, oh, what are all you guys doing?
It's like a mix. Like there's certain people who do go, and then there's so many like married people in comedy too that I'm just like, yeah, it would be weird if you went to the third, like, yeah, your partner's at home. Yeah, go say hi to them. But honestly, like it's fun hangs because I like the people I'm with. But if I were to explain the next day, people like, how was your night? I would be like, crazy. I went to this bar and talked to 3 people, and then we went to a different bar and kept talking. Like, it's not like we're doing anything. Like, hanging out with comics is actually genuinely pretty boring if you're not a yapper. Like, it's like you're just talking in circles doing bits, and then you're tired.
Yeah. I feel like there's something like, there's like a vibe amongst comedians that's almost like we didn't need the cocaine to get to this certain level of like competitive storytelling.
Yes. Because I'm not someone who, as much as I love joking about cocaine, I've never done it. I've never really wanted to. I'm really scared of getting my nose cauterized at one point because I got really bad nosebleeds that I just never wanted to like mess it up more. As well as like I have ADD. I take the medication. I'm like, that's good enough. Yeah. But I in my life, the amount of cokeheads that I have hung out with, because I'm like, finally they're on my level. Yeah. Like, I'm like, yeah, I will play this weird word game till 11 a.m. while you're, like, grinding your teeth and sniffing.
I feel like, yeah, but I can sense that off you. It's like you already have the confidence of cocaine, so, like, why?
Honestly, like, I think if I ever do cocaine, the world ends. Like, I think it's too much in one. It's like an atom bomb. I
kind of wonder, like, if you were my age, if you would have found cocaine, because you wouldn't have found the ADHD diagnosis.
Oh, yeah. Like, honestly, so for real, probably I would have, or meth, because I'm from the prairies, so it might have been just meth. Because all the cocaine out there is meth. But like, maybe, I don't know. I've always been a person that, as much as I love saying yes, if it's something that, like, I really don't want to do, I've never had an issue saying no.
Yeah.
Like, even in high school, like, I didn't smoke weed until I was, like, 18 or 19, just because I, like, didn't want to.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I mean? So it's just, like, It's one of those things that I've just literally never had an interest, and no one could ever convince me that I should.
That sounds really good. Like, it sounds like you know how to just do what you want to do and not be like...
Yeah, like, to a point. I make a lot of bad decisions. I want to do a lot of bad things, but it's, you know...
Yeah, they're your choices, though.
Yeah, so that's true. Yeah, so then there's no one to blame at the end of the day. It's all on me.
But then you got those good stories, right?
That's true. That's true. I do have a lot of, like, really, really dumb stories. And then I go on, like, Facebook or Instagram, and I see what, like, people I graduated high school doing, and I'm like, wow, you all have, like, 3 kids, and you're, like, married.
Yeah.
And I'm like going to a bar and and being like, okay, let's tell some vagina jokes, and then hey, let's tell some vagina jokes to an audience at 11:30 at night on a Tuesday. Like, it just feels different.
I don't know though. I'm sure like a lot of people who are like at home with their very little kids and have no life are like would rather be telling
maybe. But also I think those people are going to have a luxury that I'll never have, is they're going to have kids. They're going to be empty nesters at 48.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they're going to be empty nesters, and then they're going to have the money and the career to be able to like travel and party responsibly as an adult. Yeah. And like no financial burdens holding them back from that. And I think, and sometimes I think about that and I go, that does seem pretty cool to like own a house.
Yeah, there is something about like you have freedom when you're young, but like you don't know what to do with it. But it's like if you spent these years raising your kids, then it's like, and you have to put in that time at work, and then you have, I could see it being nice to be like, also like, so just the thing with like teachers who retired in their 50s and being that young retired with money.
But also, like, how much money are their teachers? Like, sorry. No, I honestly, all the teachers that I can remember that retired, at least when I was in school, they came back.
Oh.
They, like, came back and became subs because they were bored.
That's sad.
I hope it was because of boredom and not because of money. I really hope. Now that I think about it, oh, my God, it might have been money.
In Ontario, they have, like, an amazing pension.
Oh, I have no idea, honestly, what they have in Saskatchewan. All the teachers I know are young.
Yeah.
So my ex-boyfriend was a teacher. I should know. I should know more about this. What's your pension gonna be?
You might have to go back.
Hey, how's it going? Last time I saw him, he was recovering from shingles. So
oh shit!
In the summer,
get that from the kids.
Can you get shingles from? No, I
think it's chicken pox, but when an old person gets it, it comes out as shingles.
Yeah, but I think shingles specifically is like you've had chicken pox and it stays dormant in you, and I think it's stress or something, like it just triggers
from the children bullying him.
Oh my God, maybe he's so small they might be like beating him up. 5'5" little guy.
What grade does he teach?
He teaches all over. So if he's still at the same school that he was, he teaches at like a small town school that's like a lot of farm kids, a lot of kids from the reservations, and then a lot of kids from in town. And they'll just put him on anything. They're like, today you're teaching grade 9 cooking and grade 12 calculus. And he's like, God. Okay, sounds good.
That sounds amazing. But you didn't get that small town school.
No, I grew up in the city. Like my high school was smaller. But, like, I graduated with, like, 90 students. So it's not, like, small by any means for a small town. Because, like, towny schools, you're graduating with 10. But, like, compared to, like, some of these, like, mega big high schools, it was, like, I knew everyone. Like, it was kind of you knew everyone in high school kind of thing. But.
Yeah, my school was a little bit on the smaller side. And I felt like it was a very non-threatening school.
What does that mean?
Like... Some of the schools in our city had like a violence problem, it was just maybe there was like too many cool people. Like you'd be afraid to like be a loser, but I feel like my whole school was a little bit losery.
Just a school of losers. Aww. Just had a great theater program and no sports.
I remember like being a cheerleader at my school was considered lame because our cheerleaders weren't hot or talented or like good at gymnastics.
Oh no.
And I think the most like revered athlete was this one kid who was just like really good at juggling.
What? Wait. This is
in London, Ontario.
Okay. The big... Sorry, you've like... I'm like speechless. All the hot kids are like crocheting. Oh my god. Was it like an art school, or did this just kind of happen that way?
I think we had some academic programs, so some kids came to our school to take like advanced classes.
Okay.
And I think that kind of set the tone.
Wow.
Yeah. And then there were just other schools that drew like there was a nearby Catholic school that people would transfer to if they were like really serious about sports. Like there was another school with a really good art program. Like, so there was auto body at like a couple different schools. So other kids got pulled out, and my school was like,
yours was the
prepped
leftovers
for university.
Oh, okay. My thing was different than, I was like, yours was the other ones. Yeah, no, mine was so my school was pretty rough, but it was in a rougher area. But it was really interesting because it had kind of the mix of some of the wealthiest like families, because like it's feeder schools and what elementary schools you're supposed to go to. Most of the people from my elementary school went to a different one, even though we were supposed to go to the one I went to. So it was a mix of the wealthiest kids in town with like some of the least, like in one area. So it was like a school that had like, you know, like there was like some gang stuff in there, but then there was also like people like me who were just assholes, just like to be honest. I look back on me in high school and I go, oof, I am the villain in some people's stories. I think there's a lot of people in high school who are happy I got fat, like, to be honest, because I sucked. I was not. I look back on how I treated people and I was like, I was very mentally ill, but also like not a great person.
What kind of mentally ill?
Like anxiety and like ADHD and the neurodiversity stuff, and the ADD was diagnosed, and the anxiety they were keeping an eye on, and the depression we knew it was going to come because my mom, I was in therapy since I was little. But it just very, very mentally ill all around, I think.
And it just came out bitchy?
Oh, for sure.
Like making fun of people, or?
Well, it was like, first of all, okay, it didn't help that I also like threw a lot of parties and I played a lot of sports. So I thought I was being funny and being friends with everyone. And then I look back and I was like, I was not the girl to do that. Like, I was not.
Oh, shit.
And I was also like really weird. That was the thing, I was like really trying to tamp my personality down and it would come out. So I was like also fucking weird. So then all my friends who were like, what we would call like the cooler people, they for sure thought I was a freak. And then all the people that I was like, I'm also friends with everyone, were like, what a bitch. Like, she's making fun of me. So like, it was just like.
So you were the weird kid within the cool kids.
For sure.
But then you were kind of.
Yeah.
Maybe not making life easy for all the other kids.
Oh, yeah. And what really didn't help, well, actually, no, what did help I was really slutty. So that really helps out a lot. So just really slutty. Oh my god. Oh,
did you have a boyfriend?
Yeah, like a few over the years. Like nothing like super long term. Like I honestly, like my entire life I haven't been, like I've had one long-term relationship and it was great, but I like also it's never been a priority for me to like see something long-term with someone. I don't know why. I just it just has, or things just don't work out, you know.
Do you think there's less people out there that you mesh with?
I like, if I'm gonna be so for real, I think I'm a person that people get tired of pretty fast. So it's like I have a lot of friends who I see on like regular basis, but that's not like all the time.
Yeah.
And like but I think like I'm a person that if you're around, like I do have a lot of expectations of people, and I do sometimes it doesn't come out in the best ways, and then also I am just like really yappy and really like on a lot and like all these things that I think people, there's just like not a lot of people who could handle that all the time, kind of thing, if that makes sense. But,
I get that.
Yeah.
It's like you need to find some like your neurodivergent twin who might be like the same as you or like the opposite.
Yeah, who I also don't find annoying, because that's the other issue is I have big theater energy and I hate everyone in theater. I'm really shooting myself in the foot.
Did you Yeah, maybe not. Like, the only people who watch this are like comedy scene people. So.
And they're like, yeah, she sucks. And they're like, yeah, this actually all makes sense.
Did you do theater growing up?
Kind of. Like, I kind of fell backwards into it. I did like I think like a theater camp when I was a kid. And then I found improv, and I loved improv, and I loved it. I loved everything about it, and I wasn't good at it. I wasn't good at it at all. It was like the one thing that didn't come naturally to me, and I loved it so much.
What weren't you good about? Like, you couldn't think of stuff, or you...
I had a lot of ideas, but I couldn't communicate them right. Oh. Like, it's like I couldn't get it out in like a way that was entertaining or made sense.
Yeah. Because you were still young.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
It's just like, yeah.
You have to sort of signal to other people like where you're going and what you're doing.
Yes. And I don't think I was a very good listener. Where like, just as a person, and like so much of improv is being a good listener. And I think that was another thing, is I would take charge too much, but in a way that I wasn't even communicating things correctly. And then I wasn't taking other ideas into account enough, kind of thing. But then it's like, but it was something I stuck with, and I feel I got pretty good at it. And then in grade 12, our new like teacher advisor for our improv team was like, you have to do one act plays. I have a perfect role for you for a play I want to do. And I loved it. And I quit the basketball team right before. I played basketball for like 12 years.
Was the team mad at you?
I was already kind of inching my way out, and it was right before playoffs. And my teacher, my coach, she was a teacher at the school as well. She was actually very cool about it. And she goes, you found what you liked. I can't fight you on that. And she's like, I kind of saw this coming.
Yeah.
And so I did that. And then I didn't go to university right away. I kind of had like a little mentee breaky at the end of high school. And my parents were like super like, hey, we actually really recommend taking time in between high school and university, because we don't believe in taking time after university. So they're like, if you're going to take time, do it now. And then I just like, I went and got into a professional improv company, and I started touring a little bit.
What?
And then I started teaching improv, and then a theater company in town hired me to teach improv. And then I fell backwards into theater again, because they had me start teaching their theater classes. And then while I was in university, I went for film, but I started taking more theater classes for that. And then I started taking more theater writer classes. That I just always kind of found my way back to it.
So when you say you went to university for film,
yeah,
like, what was it? Acting in film, or directing, or writing, or overall?
So it's like overall production. Because I went to film school in Saskatchewan, which their program isn't big enough to be able to specialize.
Oh.
So it's not like a film degree. It's a Bachelor of Fine Arts film. So you kind of have to do everything. Like you pick certain classes, and I really focused on the writing classes. Even though like writing is just one of those things that I love so much, and I really tried not to love it, because it's the hardest job. Like, it's just like in all of the industry, it's the one that it's like, I had so many profs be like so for real with me. It was like, if you're actually pursuing being a writer, like buckle up kind of thing. Especially being from like a small industry like that.
Because like with the production end of things, like,
yeah,
people actually do work in that. Like, you don't have to be a big time success.
Yeah.
You just go work in that field.
Exactly.
But, like to be there's only one.
There's one writer and 6 cameramen. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
there's how many people on sound. There's how many editors. There's how many like even actors, right?
The nepos get it.
Yeah. But no, so I did that. But like, so yeah, it was like you can't really specialize at the film school that I went to. So it was kind of overall, and directing and all that kind of stuff. And I like directing as well, because I did do so much acting for so long that it was nice to be able to communicate ideas rather than just having to do them.
Yeah.
But yeah, writing was definitely the one that I was like, oh, I love this.
And did you feel like a comedic focus back then?
Yeah, because at that point I was like 4 years out of high school. I was already doing professional improv for like 4 years. I'd been doing sketch for 3 years. I'd been doing stand-up for a couple of years. So I was pretty solidified at that point that there was kind of a point of no return that I was hitting. That that I sometimes think about, and I go, wow, I could have just really chosen something normal.
Are there any film categories that you're also passionate about?
I love stories about family dynamics. Like, so I love a drama, but I love just like a really Oh, I'm so boring. I love just a really low budget, relatable drama. Like that's the stuff, and that's the stuff that I like reading as well. I love the intricacies of families. I think it's, and maybe it's because I come from so like a big family with so much extended family that it's like I've seen it all. But like I love just a good internal easy drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you watch Succession?
Okay, I haven't watched Succession yet. I have like no time on my hands, but I keep needing to.
No pressure. Everyone's busy. Yeah. I like a shitty family. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, the type of like shitty family where like the understanding is like we're here for the family. I hate all of you.
Did you watch Arrested Development?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
That's another bad family. What's something that's a favorite of yours?
A favorite? If
you were like, I wish I'd written that.
Oh, so much Martin McDonagh. Like all of, like In Bruges is my favorite movie. Because I also love assassin media. That's the thing. I love assassin media. Like a good, like not so much like a John Wick, but like I loved Bullet Train. You know what I mean? Like I love In Bruges. I loved, the movie Patriot, not the Mel Gibson. It's a show. Sorry, the show Patriot. It's not the Mel Gibson movie.
Claire Danes?
No, it's
Carrie Russell?
No, it's like it got like canceled after 2 seasons. It's about this like CIA agent who like a job goes wrong and he has to fix it.
Okay.
But it's like, oh god, one of like the villains of it, which is like Red from That 70s Show, is in it.
The dad?
Like the dad from That 70s Show.
Is he a serious guy in it?
So he's so the character has to like pretend to be an engineer to be able to get the visa to go to Luxembourg to like do this whole thing. So he's the boss at this engineering firm, and he's just sitting there like mad at this guy, be like, he sucks so bad. Why did he get hired? Like, because the guy's not an engineer. He's like he sucks, and he's like just like a hard ass boss, and like he's technically the villain because the guy's just being like, I have to go like save this trades deal so that like these terrorists don't get all this money, like kind of thing.
And Red is like, sit there and do your fucking job.
Yeah, and Red is like, can you stay at your desk? He's like, can you show up? You have a presentation. And I love it.
I feel like you have to make me a list of movies because I think you're watching different stuff than me.
Yeah. What else is my favorite? What We Do in the Shadows, the movie. That's the movie. The show's okay. The movie, I love the movie.
I love both.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, just that whole...
Oh, I love a dark comedy.
Yeah.
I love it.
And just taking these like these beings and then putting them into like the real world is so funny.
Yeah, it's like it's the ground. I think that's what I love is when you ground something that like that's so unrelatable. Like being an assassin is so unrelatable.
Yeah. Being
a vampire is so unrelatable. But it's just this way of like really bringing it to a place that we can understand where they're coming from. I think it's, first of all, brilliant writing. Second of all, it's like, it's smart to do it that way, right?
Everyone is like, mundane at the end of the day on some level.
Well, yeah, it's like when I watch a Marvel movie, I'm like, okay, that was fun. Visuals are fun. But I'm just like, also, I don't feel any relatability to like a superhero like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, whatever.
And I don't know. I fell behind on Marvel for years, and then during the pandemic, I watched like everything, and then I was like, oh wow, I think I'm done with Marvel for a while.
I was weirdly up on Marvel because my ex-boyfriend, I talk about him a lot. Great guy, shout out. I won't say his name. He was like, especially in his movies, he was kind of a man-child, just like a little bit. So he like loved Spider-Man. Like he loved superheroes, and he loved like Pixar, and he like, so we would go on movie days and we'd always have to go see 2 movies in one day because we'd both have picks.
Oh, okay.
So I would be like, let's go see like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and he'd be like, let's see the new Spider-Man, and I'd be like, okay, we're doing both because like neither of us is gonna win this argument.
That's actually good. I would probably rather see 2 movies.
Yeah. It was also, it was so good at the end of the day every time to be like, my movie was better. And we both know it. We both know that I was better.
Did he have a favorite Spider-Man?
I think Tobey Maguire was his. But he really loved the animated one. The new one. What's it called?
The Spider-Verse?
Yeah, like the Miles Morales or whatever,
Oh,
like the
okay.
Sony one, like new animated ones. He really liked those as well. But no, he was yeah, he was kind of a man child, just like a little bit, like in a very endearing way. Like we watched Mad Max Fury Road because we watched it a lot because I loved the movie, and he loved the guy who played guitar that was like stuck to the truck. He would like get up and like air guitar with him. I'm really not painting this man in a good light.
I don't know, man. He sounds okay. Like, he's a teacher.
Yeah.
He likes movies.
He
Got a boyishness to him.
Yeah. He's just one of those guys where you're like, we're not going to have the deepest conversation in the world, but we'll have a good time. He's fun to be around. He's a good hang.
Do you think you're searching for someone who's more, like, deeper or...
I don't know, because my track record is not... Like, at one point, my dad sat me down and said, stop bringing dummies to the house.
Oh,
he's like,
snap.
Stop bringing idiots. It's not nice to any of us. He's like, they're like, we have to talk to him and they have to keep up with us. It's not nice for anyone.
Yeah. I've always found, like, I just get, like, hung up on people, and it has nothing to do with what I might want in a relationship, and then it can waste, like, so much of my time.
Yeah, I love a woke blue-collar worker, which does not exist in Toronto at all. Back home it does. But it's really, really rare you'll find someone who's woke, blue-collar, and smart. Like, you can usually only pick two. Yeah. And then the ones that are all three are married at 20. Because you also have to be then finding one who's willing to not have kids, put off marriage, and, like, career first. Like, this just doesn't exist. Yeah. Like, you know.
Are you shopping for a boyfriend, or is it even on your mind right now?
No, I'm too busy. I'm too busy, and, like, honestly, I think I'm just getting bitter. Like, I think I am just getting, like, I don't know. I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, it is what it is. And I chose a life path where, and that's how me and my ex broke up, is we literally had a conversation where I explained to him that I was like, you will never be the first, like, my decisions will never be based on you. Like, will always be based on comedy. It'll be always based on career. Yeah. Like, moving, life, wherever. Like, you would be signing up for a life where I make every major decision, which is not a very good deal to have. I feel
that there's so many girls who will go along for someone else's career obsession, and why isn't there, like, dudes who are like, I love how obsessed she is, I'm gonna help her.
Truly, I just want someone who has, like, good work-life balance and, like, loves going bowling. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, whatever. Like, someone who's really working for the weekend.
Yeah, and he's in a union and you get his benefits.
Yes, exactly.
And he's just like, it'll be so cool once you get famous, and then I can just follow you around the country.
I can be house husband.
I feel like that guy exists. We just have to find him.
I think they're pretty few and far between. To be honest, I don't know how much, because it's hard to expect that from anyone in general, like a woman or man or whatever. It's like finding someone who is willing to let you not take them into account. That's like, it sounds bad just saying it out loud, right? Like, it's because emotionally I'm, like, that's not the thing, but it's just like, I just can't see myself, at least for the next long time, of ever saying no to an opportunity because it affects someone else. Yeah. It's weird.
I also think there's a thing where, like, it's like I always want to be in a relationship, but I actually go for, like, extraordinarily long periods of time without, and I think singleness is underrated, and people don't realize, like, you don't have to be some bitter person who's like, I don't want anyone. You just have to, like, go along and not tie yourself into a relationship.
Yeah. I just also see so many friends who, like, either stay in stuff or get into stuff that, like, they're not happy. They don't like them. They're just lonely. And I'm just like, oh, like, and you can never be that person that are like, who says that to someone you love and respect and whatever. It's just like, hey, I think this is what's actually going on, because that's a really great way of having them, like, cut you out of their life, because they're like, she says mean things to me.
Yeah. I also think, like, it's easy to see other people, but, like, it's hard to see yourself. And if your friend wants to see herself, she'll look at herself. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, when he or she is ready.
Yeah. Yeah. I also have a friend who, like, it's like a running joke between a couple of us where, like, she's gay. Like, I tell her to her face, I'm like, this keeps not working out because you're gay. And she's like, she's just really religious. And she's, like, cool with the gays, but she would never see herself as, but I'm like, you exclusively wear flannel and you hate every single one of your boyfriends. Like, you hate them.
I always find it hard to call people because it's sort of like, in my mind, you should already be out. Like, so then I'm like, I just accept people because I'm like, well, she says she's this. And then when they switch, everyone's like, I saw it coming. And I'm like, well, I didn't because I believe people.
Well, yeah, no, this one is like, I've known her for a very long time. So it's like, we have kissed on more than one occasion when drunk. And I had to tell her to stop doing that because it hurts my feelings.
Do you ever date women seriously?
I have. Seriously is like, I really only dated one person ever seriously kind of thing.
Yeah.
But like long term, I have. It's kind of the same situation as like what I was saying before. I would feel even worse saying that to a woman than a man, of being like, I'm never going to take you into account. Now I'm just a
No, yeah.
Before I was a strong woman and now I suck.
Now you're the worst. The worst.
Yeah.
Is it harder dating men or women, do you think?
It's different. I find with women the communication is a lot better. And I hate to come into stereotypes, but sometimes I'll like over communicate in a way that I think I'm just like, because the thing that I tend to say a lot is like, hey, I'm not looking for anything serious, but like maybe down the road, but I just like, I try to like set those expectations, especially with women. And like, I remember this one girl that I took home before anything. I was like, this is back in Saskatchewan. I was like, I'm moving pretty soon, so I don't really see anything with this. And I think I was kind of drunk too. But I think I went in at one point. I was like, yeah, I even tried like open relationships once, and like, so it's like just trying to give all the reasons why. It's like, do not expect anything from me before I kiss you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, do not expect anything, whatever. And then all she took from that is like, you want to be in an open relationship with me? I was like, we met an hour ago at the one gay bar in town. No. Like, she also had a really bad voice. I woke up the next day hungover and I heard that voice and I was like, I hate her. I actually hate her and she needs to leave, to be honest. But you haven't heard this voice. It was
Screechy?
Like it was like forged in the pits of like Tartarus. Like it was it was like really nasally and very powerful and kind of screechy. And then also she like, I'm not very good at like accepting earnest compliments, and she just like kept complimenting me while I'm also hungover and hate myself.
Oh no.
And then I was like trying to go get lunch at like a restaurant that my friend owned because they had like a new thing, and then she was like trying to come for lunch. Well, how she said it, I was like, I'm gonna go get lunch. She goes, I love lunch. And I go, you can have lunch somewhere else. As we're like splitting an Uber back downtown. Like I'm not
like if she does stand up, you're gonna be one of her bits.
She won't do stand up. No, she won't. To be honest, like she's just not. She doesn't have it. Sorry. Yeah. Well, because it's Regina, it's a small town. I saw her around every once in a while, and it was awkward every time.
Oh,
so
fuck.
Yeah. That's one thing about like casually hooking up in a small city is like. It'd be like hooking up with exclusively people in your own neighborhood in Toronto. Yeah. Like, it's just like a bad idea. Like, it's just like you see them all the time. You see them everywhere because there's 3 bars that everyone goes to.
That's very awkward.
Yeah.
How did you find stand-up?
It was kind of the pipeline for me was like improv. And then the improv company that I was at started a sketch show that had some like stand-ups on it. And then so I started writing sketches for it. And then from there, I was like watching more and more of the stand-up scene in Regina come in and kind of do a couple sets. And I loved watching them. And I just kept talking about how I wanted to do stand-up. And I think I talked about wanting to do stand-up for like 2 years while I was still doing improv and sketch. And then I think there was just one show that was like, give me a spot. And But what happened was, for those of you who have not done stand-up yet, this is the worst thing that could have ever happened to a new stand-up, is I killed my first 5 minutes. And I didn't kill because I was funny. I killed because I was doing stand-up on a sketch show with an improv audience.
Oh,
so it was
they were responsive
generous. And fun. They were like, she wrote something down. Yeah. And then for the next like year and a half, 2 years, every time I did stand-up, which I would only do on shows that I would book myself, I didn't go to open mics, another terrible thing to do, I would write a new 5 minutes.
Oh, and then have like a
new 5 minutes every time.
Audience.
And have a generous audience. And so it made me really bad at stand-up.
Oh, fuck.
And then I started hitting open mics and being like, what the fuck?
These are great jokes, guys.
I was like, these are great. These are amazing. I should be getting a laugh every minute.
Oh,
no. Because there's no industry standards that I understood. But yeah, and then I just kept doing it, and I kept doing it. And honestly, it started as a reason I kept doing it because it was more stage time. But then I just like ended up really loving it. But sketch was always my main thing, to be honest. And then I moved here, and stand-up's a one-man sport, and it's really easy to get into. And then honestly moving to Toronto made me love it as much as I do now. I've never loved it as much as moving here, kind of thing. To be honest, like it made me really, really love stand-up.
Why?
Wait,
I don't want to shit on our scene, but
yeah.
like, what about Toronto stand-up?
I think coming from like sports and stuff, I think I'm competitive to a T, but it's like I'm less competitive. Like the fact that I can get so much stage time, I get really competitive with myself of like, how fast can I make this joke work? Like, you know what I mean? And I love how much turnover I have, and I love how much I can get on stage. And I've met some really, really cool people here. That's one thing about being from a small place, is you have your core friends that you love, and then you realize when you come somewhere like here, you realize there's so many more like-minded people that you didn't realize existed and like were able to exist around you. And I feel like as an artist, the scene has made me 3 times as good as when I came here, and it is definitely being forged in fire. Like my first 2 months here, I cried every day.
Oh.
I cried every day, multiple times a day. Like a bomb in Toronto, I've never felt anything like that in my life. My first bomb, like I did not go back to that venue for 3 weeks.
Oh shit.
Because I was like apologetic. Like I didn't realize that happened all the time. Oh, that was Backroom. That my first like real bomb was at Backroom, and it I remember another comic coming up to me after and just going and a really, really nice guy, good friend. And even then, like I knew he wasn't being an asshole. I knew he just like literally had nothing else he could say because it was that bad. Like it was a full silence, 7 minutes. And but the thing is like it didn't make me want to quit, right? And I think I surprised a lot about myself of my resiliency for just like feeling shame. It's like a lot of just shame and pushing through. But no, I honestly like I love writing, and I think stand-up's like such a good outlet to get so much like writing output out. And I've been able to find my comedic voice so much faster here, like in a year here than it took me 7 years back home. So there is things that I really like about it for sure. But I also come from a really small scene. So that's the difference too.
Yeah. So are you doing anything sketch right now?
I've been writing a lot. I've gotten together with another guy, and we've been writing a lot more. And we're putting stuff out soon because like we're writing for live and filmed. So I'm excited to do both. Even though like live is like, I love live sketch. I love it. It's like, in my opinion, there's no better feeling than like performing live sketch. I love it. But I'm trying to get back into it now because it's like I have enough connections that I should be.
Yeah, I want to see you do film stuff.
Yeah,
because I don't go. I like here and there. I like once in the last 3 years I saw some sketch. Yeah, but like, yeah, I love when people's socials have. It's so fun.
It is. Yeah, the formatting, just like how we consume media right now of film sketch. Because I love like a good 4-minute sketch where you beat a joke to death, you bring it back, you find what's funny in it again, and then you heighten it. Where you don't have time to do that in a TikTok, right? You don't have time to do that in an Instagram reel. So now what I'm struggling with is trying to find something that's entertainment in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm struggling with for the writing, because everything I want to do is like film it in landscape, do a whole thing, 3 different shots, edit it together, and it's like that's so much work for something we could be putting out so much faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a lot of stuff that goes viral is like somebody's copied the format from someone else. It might be something you do by yourself, like edit it on your phone.
Yeah, which is like, I know that's what's gonna be popular. And I know I should be doing it. And I don't know what it is. It's like, I just have to get the like stupid block of like, but I don't want to. But I don't want to do that.
And there are people I follow who actually like put more like effort in, like it's a well-written sketch. It's still short enough that it works on TikTok. It's kind of like, it's the best time ever to be doing sketch, because it used to be like, unless you were going to go get on SNL, like you were going nowhere with it. But now you can like make money off of it, like get a lot of like share it with a lot of people, get a lot of like reward from it.
Yes. Yeah. And honestly, like having that helps with stand up so much. The amount of people I'm seeing being able to like book tours and sell tickets is because they have a following because of like Sketch Online, which is awesome. And like I really commend those people for not only like finding the route that works for them, but also just like the hustle of it, because I know how it like that's so much work. That's like so much work to do that. Yeah. That it definitely is like, I know what I have to do. I know what I have to do, because I know I'd be like I would get something together for it, but there's just I think I too much. Like I'm like, but I want more, and I want longer, and I want this, and I The routes are different nowadays. They're different.
Do it shittier and faster.
I'm like, but I want to spend 6 months on it, obsessing over it and perfecting it, and then still be mad at the product. That's what I want to do. Why can't I do that? Yeah.
So do you have anything like coming up that you're like excited about?
Like show wise, or just in general?
Just in general.
Yeah, like I have like I've been getting better bookings with some producers, which I'm excited about, and I'm kind of in talks of like running, I don't want to say like too much about it, but like running my own show, which like I produced a lot back home, and I just kind of like refuse to produce here. Yeah. And then I think I'm finally in a space where it's like I want to again, and I know enough people that I would want like to book, and I think I would have a lot of fun with it again, where I think if I did it when I first came here, it was just like stressful. And I was also like I was running Fridays at like lab and stuff, which was great. It was just like really long nights that I couldn't imagine also having like another night where I have to run everything.
And all that time you put in like got people to know you and like know that you're a good host, so then when they see your show it's like, oh, I'd go see her show, because it's like if they don't know you, they could see the same comedian somewhere else, but it's like oh, I know she's gonna do it, like it's gonna be a fun time.
Yeah, that's a good point. The city has treated me really well, to be honest. I don't think there's a lot of people in the scene that kind of got the luck that I got moving here right away. Where like I really grinded at Mike's for like a month, and then I got a day job, and I still grinded, but I got a lot of bookings right away, and I got a lot of bookings where I met a lot of people right away, specifically. And like Lab was a big one for that, and as well as a couple of other venues that had me hosting right away. That really helped in like meeting so many comics and like so many producers and so many everything like that, where that I think that's another reason why I like can't really hate this scene, because it did, as much as there's issues, like it did treat me very well.
I don't think that's luck. I think that's your personality, or possibly it was like the karmic balance of like your bad living situation.
Oh my god. honestly, maybe. I was like fully Anne Frank in that basement.
Do you want to explain that?
Oh my God, yes, I would love to. I would love to explain that. I lived at I was like, I had 3 roommates, and it was, the place was it really felt like a boarding house where like, I had the basement, but I shared the kitchen upstairs, and I shared the living room downstairs. Or not the living room, there's no living room. The laundry room downstairs. So it's like, you walk in, it's like roommate, bedroom, like, and then their bathroom that they share. And then you walk through the kitchen, and then there's another roommate who's the building manager there, right at the kitchen. And then you go downstairs, and like my stuff was downstairs. I have my own bathroom, so that was really nice. And it was a good area. I could like walk to clubs and everything like that. But the building manager was the craziest person that I've ever met in my entire life. She's just like actually psychotic. And it was right away. And I knew it was right away because she started spewing lies that like bold, hi, I just met you lies. You know what I mean?
Right off the bat.
She told me that she almost had an MTV reality show.
Fuck.
Yeah. And like,
that's a 10th grade lie.
But it's like, because I was talking about like this reality show from these snowboarders from like Saskatchewan, like one of them won McMorris. I don't know why I was talking about that, but I was. And she was like, I almost had an MTV reality show. And I went, okay. And she's like, yeah, I was like talking to a producer about it. And I was like, okay. Because also it's like, about what? You don't do anything. Like she like doesn't do anything. Like about what? And then she also, I think it was the same night or maybe the night after, she told me that there was these 2 famous wrestler twins, like a guy and a girl from Australia, who were like fighting over her. They were like both trying to like have sex with her. And then she told me these like really long sex stories between the 2 twins. And then she was like, I'm bisexual, by the way. And I was like, I picked it up actually from that.
That's a very specific fantasy to pretend that is real.
And yeah. And then she also like a few times would like wear a robe that had no ties and then talked with her hands like a little bit too much. So I just like saw too much.
Oh no.
And she was also very dirty. She was very, very. Oh, do I want to go to dirty first or do
showering?
No, like the kitchen, like the shared spaces were like dirty, like dirty. And like I'm so fine with someone having a messy room. I have a messy room right now.
Yeah,
but it's like main spaces. Like as long as it's not like gross messy, like it's like just whatever. It's like main spaces. I just expect a certain level of respect between everyone else. Yeah, and I like had my own bathroom. I didn't even care about that. Like it was just like keep the kitchen fine. Like that's all I really asked for. And it was like there was cats. Like I was finding cat piss in like pots and pans because she had 2 cats. Also, she got cats knowing I was allergic.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was awful because an old roommate who like escaped, she had 2 cats, and that's how I learned how allergic to cats I was because I knew I was allergic, but I never lived with them before, so I really, really allergic. I had to like start getting like prescribed antihistamines, and it was a whole thing because I was coughing so much at night that I was vomiting like every night. I lost so much weight in my first 2 months here. God. Like it was crazy. I like could not keep food down.
This is when you know the roommate situation is bad, when you're like physically
like,
dropping weight and
my mom was so stoked. I posted a photo of myself. She was like, you look beautiful.
Oh my God. It's such a classic thing to be like suffering, but if you lose weight, all the compliments.
I was just like poor and not eating and like vomiting every night and walking everywhere because I didn't know how to use the TTC, and I was like, love Toronto.
You're making me proud, sweetie.
Everyone was like, yeah, Toronto's like really doing well for you, and I was like, because I'm just like rapidly losing weight, and now I'm like in a space where I'm gaining it back a bit, and I'm like, no, they're not gonna be proud of me anymore. But no, but yeah, so she was like also really dirty. Yeah, like, and then there was the cats thing. The cats had no cat toys, so they were like literally hanging from the walls. They would like I have photos. It's crazy. And then but then the thing that I think is the craziest is like she like fully scammed homeless people in like many ways.
What?
Yeah, she so one of them is she would get like a bunch of food donations. But it would all be like, because she told me she worked in advocacy for the houseless, and like in my brain I'm like, that's not a job. Like that doesn't, you just said a bunch of words at me, like that's not, what do you mean, what does that, who's paying you to do that? Like what do you mean that's not a job? Anyways, and she would get a bunch of food donations, but it would all be stuff that like famously needs to be cooked, you know what I mean, like potatoes, Brussels sprouts, soup mix, like things that like if I were to just like give to a homeless person, what are they going to do with it? You know what I mean? Like chewing on a raw Brussels sprout with some like powdered bone broth is crazy. Like whatever. And then like we would come in, she was like, oh, there's just so much, like feel free to have whatever you want. And I was like, that feels really bad. And then I was like really poor and couldn't afford groceries for like, cause I had to fix my car and a couple things. So then I did eat some homeless potatoes. I do feel bad about that. And then I threw them up that night. It was great. Because of the cats. And then she also got a bunch of like clothing donations, and she said this is the one that was like the craziest thing she said to me, is she goes, feel free to go through it, some of it's a little too nice for them.
Oh snap. Fucking bitch.
And then she would like every once in a while, because there were like the basement was kind of just like a corridor area, and like there wasn't a lot of space, but like in every nook and cranny she would like hold other people's stuff there, and I was like, who are these suitcases, like whatever. And then
where are the travelers?
So one time she was like, stuff that had been there for like weeks, she was like going through with another person. I'm sitting in my room just listening to them, like I'm just sitting on my phone, and I'm like, we're just gonna shut that off and listen. And she's like going through all the stuff with them and like convincing them what they need and don't need, so that she could like keep some stuff. It was really weird. And then another thing is she would like sometimes just have like, I don't know if they were homeless. All I would say is they had a certain look in their eyes that was
people struggling.
Yeah, like it was a struggle, not fully unearthed look in their eyes. And she would have them like do chores for her. She would be like, this is my friend, and he's going to be like cleaning up some stuff today.
Oh, so she's like advocating for the homeless, but she's preying on people who are at least close to homeless.
Yeah, and it's just it was just like a lot of that. And then I don't know this for sure, but I didn't really ever see a lot of guests from her over. She kept talking about her guests. I was like, I
sound like someone anyone wants to hang out with.
I also was like never home, so like I got to keep that benefit of the doubt. But there was we had a whiteboard on our fridge that would be like, need sponges, whatever, you know, just random roommate shit that I never used because I was like literally never home. Like she was like, we need to figure out chore list. I'm like, I'll sweep the basement. I'm never home. I never use the kitchen anymore. It's disgusting. Like, what chores do you want me to do? But I think she wrote it herself on behalf of a friend. Fully could have been another person, but it was like a really long note about how she's the most selfless, beautiful soul that like, and it was long, like it was long, and it was like calligraphy, like it was like, and it was like, I love you, I love you, I love you, like it was so long, and she kept that shit up for months.
You should have added your own. It's just like,
can we get the cat piss out of the box? Yeah, and then like when I finally gave my 60-day and whatever, like my last few weeks, she like ramped up the crazy so much. She like got rid of my soda stream, which was like really annoying, and I tried to be like, she's like, I'll reimburse you, but then decided that I owed a bunch of like cleaners fees, which like I never saw a cleaner, and also the only reason the kitchen got cleaned was because like the actual landlord who doesn't live in province came, and anyways, and I was like, I never agreed to pay. Why am I paying for a cleaner when you're the one making the mess? Like, it's just principle, no. But she also, I was like doing my final like rounds of laundry to pack everything up and go, and in like, she had like taken my clothes out of the dryer to like put her clothes in or whatever, or like she switched whatever, and oh no, she took my clothes out of the washer, put it on top of the dryer, and then put her clothes in. And then so I just go like, you could have waited the 2 seconds, because I was just waiting for you to empty the dryer kind of thing, because she was emptying the dryer, and I opened the dryer up. It's like locked clothes. Her cat's in there. Her cat's in the dryer. I don't know how long it was in there for. Like it would have been no more than 10 minutes. But also like,
what was he doing in there?
Well, she locked him in there. He can't do that himself.
Why?
And then, so I was like, that's fucking weird, whatever. Anyways, go through my stuff. I was like so stressed at this point because she was just doing crazy shit constantly. And she messaged me about all of these other like last expectations of this and that and that. And I go, hey, by the way, you left your cat in the dryer. And I was like, it was in the dryer right after you used it. There was a cat in the dryer and I had to let it out. Like, I was like, what are you talking about? And then she goes, oh no, I don't know how we got in there. I should make a group message to all the roommates to make sure that we're all aware. So that's not happening again. It's like, you did it. Like, she would just do shit like that would like make me insane. And then I remember telling my dad about it. I'm like, because I'm also fighting her over like this other stuff that she keeps saying that I owe money for. And my dad was like, she might have put the cat in the dryer because you're allergic and she wanted your like your clothes that you were about to take out of the house because you're moving in like 2 days to like have all the allergens on there. And I was like, no. And he was like, that's exactly what I thought when I heard it. I was like, there's no way. And he's like, she's insane. And then my dad literally goes, he's like, honestly, at this point, don't try to get your money back for this. Don't try to get this. If things are missing, things are missing. Just get your shit out and leave, because she has no job and she has time to be more crazy than you. Like, she's like, you have a day job. You'll never have the time to figure out how to be more crazy than her.
Yes.
Like, you just have to get out. And I was like,
it doesn't, yeah.
I was like, but it sucks. And he's like, no, I would lose my mind. I would kill her, but don't. Just like, get out.
Run out with your life and your sanity.
Yeah, no, absolutely an insane person. So yeah, that was my living situation.
But now you're out and you're safe, and it's
I'm in a rent-controlled place that's closer to Comedy Bar with a beautiful roommate who's so normal.
Yeah.
And it's great.
I love that for you. Okay. Yeah. I think we're at the end.
Oh shoot. That's it.
Anything you want to plug?
Honestly, like, just like my Instagram, Vanessa_Prevost, I post like shows on there, or like my show dates and stuff, and keep an eye because I'll be posting content. And other than that, I would say just like keep it. I have a lot of stuff in the works that I don't really have like a definitive plug yet.
Yeah.
So I would say just like keep an eye out for the next couple months here coming up.
Coming soon.
Yeah.
I love it. Thanks so much for coming on, Vanessa.
Oh, thank you for having me. I had so much fun.